How y'all doing? Nick Brengle here, and today we're talking about the 16mm Vespid Prime, the cinema lens from DZO Film. The 16mm lens was just added to DZO's Vespid Prime kit of lenses, and a few weeks ago I played around with the 35mm, but now it is the 16mm, which honestly is probably my favorite so far, only because that focal equivalent on the Pocket 6K ends up being about 24-25mm, which is my favorite focal length. It's that perfect kind of wide shot that kind of brings you into the image a little bit differently, even than 35, because I feel 35 is such a human eye. From 35 to 50 has the perspective sort of doesn't shift as much, but when you get into that mid 20mm range or anything lower, you slowly start to distort, not in a bad way, but distort that visual, whatever you're seeing, and it feels almost more dimensional, brings you into the, I don't know. Either way, I think it looks a little more realistic. It's more fun to play around within that frame, knowing that things are just slightly different than your traditional eye and what you're seeing. So that was my initial thought when playing with this lens. I've been busy with other work, and so I've sort of made it a point to shoot a few different sequences the best that I can while renting this lens from lensrentals.com, which I highly recommend. I've been using them on and off for a little bit, and they've been amazing. They're not sponsoring this video or anything, but I'm just letting you know their prices are good, and you can rent gear, cameras, lenses, other things. I don't know. So that sequence was with my wife. It was very random. Let me start over again. Every sequence besides the beginning and making a pizza, which, you know, who doesn't like pizza, that was much more planned out. The two other sequences, the one with my wife at night and then the one with the guy who looks like me, completely spontaneous. Had the idea, went out and did it. Actually, shooting this video right now, earlier today is when I shot the sequence with myself, and last night just randomly said, hey honey, do you want to go outside and just shoot some random stuff? That was all at 3200 Kelvin and was graded using Joel Famillaro's Vision LUT, which is amazing, and a little bit of dehancer, some grain, some tonal contrast, but nothing else too crazy really. And then the other sequence with the guy who looks like me but is me, same thing. Graded that with Joel Famillaro's Eastman LUT, a little bit of grain, a little bit of dehancer, some tweaks, yeah, I think that was all 5600 Kelvin, all natural light except for a few spots that I used the Pavo tube, and yeah. I'm not really sure if I have anything else to say about this lens. I definitely recommend it. I am sitting literally like 2 feet, I think. I got my monitor down here, 2 feet from this lens, so I know the perspective might be a little bit different than we're used to. And just to give you an idea of this setup, which I'll take a photo so you can see, I have my Pavo tube right here, and it's at 100%, but it's double diffused. And then obviously, you know it if you've been around, there's a window right here that's out of frame, and so we're getting, you know, plenty of sunlight, have some accent light, and then on this side I have some black cinefoil, really kind of jerry-rigged up, and that's creating, you know, it's a little more shadowy on this side because typically light that comes in here just comes right back. So, you know, just it's the little things that count, and it's more fun for me when I'm color grading. And of course the NT3 is right here. I mean, it's a foot away from my mouth, and the monitor is down here. So yeah, that's it on this lens. I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, consider subscribing, drop a comment down below, hit the like button, and yeah, I guess until the next one, go create something, and yeah, just go do it. Why not?